ये कांग्रेस के लोगों ने, इंडियन के साथियों ने मां भारती का एक अंक काट दिया।
In past few days, there is one issue that constantly making headline in India ahead of 2024 Lok Sabha election. That has been the Kachatheevu Island. Namaskar and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the Kachatheevu Island controversies and their significance for India. Kachatheevu Island is a small island situated in Pak Strait between India and Sri Lanka in Bay of Bengal. Situated about 24 km northeast of Rameswaram. Kachatheevu is an island spread over an area of 285 acres. Let's give you perspective. It is believed to be about as much as the size of and premises of Delhi's Lal Killa. To help you understand how big or small this island is. So this issue takes us back in 1974. In a bid politically to strengthen the tie between the India and Sri Lanka, the two neighbor nations. The island was given away to Sri Lanka as a part of the 1974 Indo-Sri Lankan Maritime Agreement. You may be wondering, so then why pick politically? What relevance does a 1974 issue discuss in 2024 Lok Sabha election? For the people of Tamil Nadu, this island is always a big concern. They like a part of their territory which was ceded to Sri Lanka. Their assemblies, their political parties have constantly worked on the resolution over this. Reports suggest that the agreement surrounding the Kachatheevu have to an extent also shaped the relationship between India and Sri Lanka. So in 1974, what is believed to happen? The report suggests that to a certain extent, the Kachatheevu Island and its territory being ceded to Sri Lanka shaped the relationship between the two countries. In 1974, the then PM was the Indra Gandhi, known as a great leader, who liberated Bangladesh in 1971 and forced Pakistani to surrender. She was a leader not just of the Congress party, but led the country also with the iron fist. But this maritime borders issues with Sri Lanka remains unresolved. So in 1974, reports suggest that Prime Minister Indra Gandhi, in a bid to improve the relationship with the Sri Lanka, signed the agreements, the Indo-Sri Lankan Maritime Agreements. The agreements and the part of this agreement was to India deciding officially to cede the island territory that was now Sri Lanka claiming. Also to note on the sideline, this happened against the backdrop of Operation Smiling Buddha, the nuclear test that India had conducted in 1974. India was at that time facing immense international pressures and possibly needed support from some friendly country. That one of the reasons they thought which country better than Sri Lanka. Now one of the reasons for the criticisms against the then Congress government is that they believed that these Kachatheevu Islands had a little strategic value and importance, and so it ceded as a territory to Sri Lanka. Perhaps it can improve our relationship with Sri Lanka. But the concern was not just the island territory, it is about the fisherman livelihood. They would venture into the sea, especially around the island, which is very important fishing ground. And my research says initially fishermen was granted access to even the Kachatheevu Islands, though with the certain limitations, like they would dry their nets, they visit temple and shrines and some tourist place. But the access over the time was restricted, but also the detention by the Sri Lankan authority. By 1926, another agreement was signed and fishing was halted especially around the Kachatheevu Island. Some of the data that we have been able to access about the number. In 2019, 210 fishermen arrested. In 2020, 74 fishermen arrested. In 2021, 159 fishermen arrested. About 80 fishermen arrested in 2022, and latest data says that 74 fishermen arrested in 2023. But sadly, not is all, since 2021 29 to 21 itself about 6 fishermen lost their life with the collisions between Sri Lankan naval craft. As per Ministry of External Affairs, about the 23 Indian fishermen boats from 2019 to 21 had been confiscated by the Sri Lankan authority. Now you can understand why this make politically issues in 2024 Lok Sabha election for the vote of the fishermen, and they have the big concern also. But it is also important to mention here that India and Sri Lanka are the two neighboring countries that never had a major border dispute. But when it came to this island and the fishermen concerned, the story did begin to unravel itself. Remember this, India and Sri Lanka are more than the just two nations that shares the maritime boundary. The two countries share history that dated back to at least 2500 years. So what you think? Please comment on comment box.